Well, when I'm elected, these roads and the bridges are gonna finally get fixed, and then, I mean,
that is a perfect introduction.
I'm
Half the time,
accepting
the
bribes,
reason
though.
Joe and I chatted first, and I'll pause a lot because my brain has to work. Where Joe recommended talking about this podcast, having you on, but half the time I don't know if he's joking or telling the truth.
About whether you wanted to have him on the podcast.
I think that's going to be a joke in a minute.
I am running though locally.
Did you bike here or run here?
Well, on hopefully water and sun. Well, okay, my buddy's got some stocks in Exxon. You're talking about what I was running here on?
Yeah.
Exxon.
Mobile?
Yeah. Well, no, gas. I'm running on gas, but the prices are going so high up because Biden's turning our oil industry into fucking baby formula nightmare, man.
He's turning the oil into...
We need Trump back.
For oil?
I mean,
all right.
I don't know how he did
formula,
it, but...
Oil. What else?
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
We
when
need
Trump...
sunflower seeds?
There's a shortage.
I didn't know sunflower seeds. Why do you guys know that?
He's usually up on any food shortage issues.
There's not a shortage. There is a popcorn shortage, though. Movie theaters are worried.
I don't know if that's a joke either.
It's true. Yeah, it's totally true. It kind of bothered me because they were shut down for so long. You think they would have stocked up?
You'd think so. It's not like popcorn's going to go bad
Yeah.
before
Well,
it's
there's
popped.
a shortage now.
I mean, I don't know how they're making money off of that. All that they grow it and they sell it. I mean, how much do you think they're making?
I think
off
you just described industry.
Yeah.
Well, agriculture. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there farm to table movie theaters?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, when this podcast doesn't work out, that's something we could all do.
Well, did you read John Steinbeck's book,
Which one?
Popcorn of Wrath? Or I think it was maybe called...
We're going to quick introduce ourselves for this, whatever. We'll call this a podcast. We'll see if it is one.
Look, I've never voted my whole life, sorry.
Will you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Thought you were thinking about it.
Yeah, hello. My name is Adam Sherman. I have voted several times.
Oh, that's what we're doing now. It's like when we go around in the class. And, Yeah, okay.
Joe Rodriguez. Adam got me to vote.
And on Jen.
And I Jen. Yeah.
Good guy.
Vote yes on Jen.
My name?
Yeah.
Paul Stutter. And I got here with a knapsack and was getting by, shoveling coal. Didn't even have to wear a mask either.
Oh, that's good.
It was good old days.
Because coal's a purifier, if you think about it.
I died at 25.
Okay. So we're gonna quick make a drink and then start the conversations. Our drink and have that conversation. So what are we making?
We're making a Manhattan in honor.
How do we make?
Yeah, which part? Because I don't even know.
Oh, well, I think you put some. You got whiskey. You got some bourbon.
Bourbon.
Is it rye?
We got bourbon.
Okay, that'll work.
We got bitters.
Okay.
Okay, what do we do?
Let's get a...
Well, based on liquor.com.
Oh, are we... now, pause for a second. What do you guys
First of
both do
all-
for a living?
Oh, we bartend
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us.
at a music venue.
Yeah.
So this isn't coming up.
We don't make a lot of Manhattans.
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when
You're-
people order them, we pretend that we don't have the ingredients.
What was it? Sex and the City that made Manhattan's really popular? Or
I
was
think
that a
they
different
made the island of Manhattan popular.
drink? He's quick.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah,
wait,
2
wait.
ounces.
Are you
Yep.
thinking one of these in your cup?
I'm not a professional. I never had to make this shit for me myself.
Um,
I mean, it's like when I get my bike fixed or whatever, man. I mean, you put a couple tools in my hand, tell me to strip the thing down. I can't do
It's
that.
pretty simple.
So would
It
you put
says
all-
2 ounces of whiskey, 1 ounce of vermouth,
Yeah, so 2-to-1 whiskey to vermouth.
2 dashes of
Couple
bitter, 3
dashes of bitter.
couple
Yeah.
dashes.
Yeah,
Throw
you
one
know,
of
the
those
second
cherries in there.
What was
Your
the second thing again?
vermouth you got
Oh,
behind
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
So put half as
Where is this
much.
vermouth from again?
Italy.
In what year?
1786.
Now, do you think that's the year it was bottled?
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean
yeah.
that's how long they've been around for. I really only like places, companies like, you know,
That's been around
Catholics.
since-
Yeah, Catholics preferably, just because of the
And
age and the time. that they've been around. You know that
Catholics
they
got a real thing about age.
yeah,
Yeah, they do.
Smells good.
And time.
doesn't it?
Smells Italian.
Oh, those Renaissance humanists were so blasphemous.
One
man.
part of this to.
Mm-hmm.
So is
If I
that like
could-
a 1 second pour?
That sounds cool. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
One.
Whoa!
Was that a second and a half? I didn't know that this was a podcast drinkology, mixology thing.
It is now.
This guy just dumped fucking Ray Liotta's ashes in our drink.
He was Catholic.
Why would you? Was he?
Well, yeah, and he was
Yeah,
Buddhist
Are you kidding me?
too.
Yeah.
It's okay, now what am I
Late
doing
in
with this?
life.
He converted to
A
Buddhism.
couple dashes.
And we're actually sponsored by Jack Rudy Cocktail Aromatic Bitters. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sponsor
very
of
nice.
the show.
Yeah.
So, Joe, wait, 2 of these?
Couple dashes, yeah. Sure. Couple.
Nothing
Crazy. Oh, whoa.
Well, is that too much?
That's
too much?
that one's yours.
You know,
That
hold
one's
on
mine.
here.
That one's mine.
Let's taste. Let's try. You want to taste that one? All right. You know. Okay.
That was a large dash.
You got to get the cherry.
I don't know how
Yeah,
long a
so-
dash
I think a dash
so
is a drip.
so yeah, like a.
Yeah.
dash?
Yeah, that's a dash.
I kind of like my food to be bitter.
There you go.
Oh, I
that
get
wasn't actually a pun.
I get that. No, you know.
I don't
we
think
can
it's a
try
pun
it again.
when
We
you're
we
saying
still
the
got a
exact-
tiny amount of
I
bourbon
think it's
left.
literal because
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
it was our
Thank you.
bitter. Where's the cherry?
Yeah, there's no cherries in it.
Oh, the
Okay,
cherry.
they're upstairs.
That seems like a long walk at this
The
point.
next round.
Next
How's
round.
yours?
Good. Here we can show. We
No,
want.
I'm excited.
Cheers.
Mine's
We
open,
cheered
but we
already.
did cheer.
We did cheer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then I did this. You got a plastic
do
on
have to do
plastic.
that.
Which
Is that
one?
Is that a Midwest thing?
I
don't
don't
know.
I never do that. I don't do that. People used to.
I got it from a Michigan girder.
Well,
Okay.
maybe.
Same place he got his beard, actually.
That's Viking beard.
Oh right.
I want to talk your horror stories of open mic night.
You sure?
I feel like it parallels quite
Featuring.
well with not that you were a horror story. You were the opposite of horror story.
I'm a biological nightmare.
At times. Yeah, I mean, open mic is, obviously you're going to, like... I've been hosting open mic for about 5 years now, so...
Okay.
I've seen, some things that are, a little unusual, So I would say one story would be... So me and him, we work at a music venue in Grand Rapids. So a bigger band, I won't name the band, but a bigger band played not the Van Anno, but the Pyramid Scheme. And one of the guitar players asked if there was anything going on in town or anything worthwhile to do, after the show. So I was like, yeah, there's another bar called Tip Top that has a great open mic.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to come down there, so I think them and like a couple of the crew members came down, and it was an awesome open mic. It was good, and they were drinking, and it was probably like 1 a.m, kind of getting later. So me and my friend Sam Kenny were playing, and he was playing like cornet, and I'm playing guitar, and he's got like this like cornet solo. So as he's like ripping into the solo, the guitarist from this band, he was just sitting there kind of like in a daze, listening to pretty much not us, but maybe the room or whatever. And
It's like the reverb of the wall sounds
Yeah.
really good. You guys are here, but
Yeah.
and out of nowhere, he just like snaps out of his like zone out or whatever, and he just flips the table over complete with drinks. And like me and Sam look at each other, we're playing, and now the bartender comes around, and they're like locked up like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man, and like tables are flying. He's got him in like a headlock, and then finally like they kick the dude out. And it was crazy. Like I had no idea what happened, and then the bartender we kept playing, like we never stopped. Like we
did
we
you
only
miss a beat?
no,
Two
we
professionals.
only had like a chorus to finish, So we finished it, and we were just like, "Oh, that's crazy!" And then the bartender's like, "Who the fuck brought that guy in here?" And I was just like, "I don't know." I was like, "I don't know who brought him in here, but
That guy's an asshole.
glad you
right?
got him out."
Now, do you think by telling that story you gave him ideas?
I think he had his own ideas.
Oh, I mean, you gotta lie sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was
that's-
a true story. That totally is.
oh.
So you won't name the band though?
No,
Decently sized.
yeah, they're definitely, I'll say national,
Okay.
a national band.
I'm impressed that you kept playing.
Oh,
I think if that kind of drama was going on though, it'd be like,
it was the end of the night, and I wanted to play.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to. I
right.
wanted to. I wasn't gonna let them take my moment away. Yeah.
You know, out drinking too much can lead to violence.
Yeah, he was. I guess he was intoxicated. I don't know, but
You know, that's the one thing they learned with alcohol.
they came back to this game.
Did you say, hey, there's an open mic?
I never.
night
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't. I made a point not to talk to him that night. I was like,
That's probably why.
yeah. And I don't go to the Tip Top anymore, so
Okay.
you know they don't have an open mic really.
I'll kick his ass. What's his name?
Jonathan Forthright.
Yep. You met him?
I'm willing. Yeah, whatever. I mean, as long as they pay for the match or whatever, I'm not gonna kick his ass for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's big now.
But
These
yeah, I
days.
would say that's like
UFC.
my one crazy story
Yeah.
open mic. You know,
He didn't get paid for that match.
no, I didn't
was-
get paid.
No.
I wasn't hosting.
He didn't fight him either.
I didn't
He
fight
wasn't
him.
the Hulk
No.
Hogan guy.
No.
He was the spectator playing.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan guy was the bartender. 'Cause
Oh,
he
they were
won.
probably getting paid.
Yeah, he got paid.
an hourly though. I think the
Yeah.
UFC fighters make a little bit more than that.
Yeah. They'll get paid like $2 million. Taxes will be $5.
5 million or
Yeah.
I don't think. Can they tax you more than you get paid? I don't think they can do that.
Hell yeah, they can.
I think it's debatable.
I don't
They
know.
did it to Muhammad Ali.
That's
I mean, that was
true,
just because he was
yeah.
black, though.
I
Right.
don't think that's why. I'm gonna have to cut that.
What? You don't think that's true?
Oh, you don't think?
Muhammad Ali was definitely black.
I mean, yes.
And that's where we'll pick up.
Look, you know what? It's wrong. It's unfair to talk about you know,
Taxes.
taxes. Yeah, sure. And unfair.
Why don't you like
unequal,
Texas?
Unequal treatment. Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
I love I love
Um,
George Bush's politics.
Is he from Texas?
He is. Yeah, his Texas
Both of them.
politics was great.
Was it one in Florida?
You know what he
The
said?
brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeb.
Yeah.
He started out in Texas, probably though.
Yeah, definitely.
Born and raised.
Oh yeah.
Then he moved to Florida. The Texas.
Straight out of Barbara.
Yeah.
So what was
Bush.
your? I don't want to say bad because I feel like everyone's at different levels.
Mhm.
Like, but somebody who's like kind of over the years has shown you and progressed and kind of like have done cool things with it.
Like as far as like open micers and stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
like somebody you've seen for years and you're like, ah, man, they've really worked hard. They've kind of learned their craft.
Yeah, there's a local musician, Devin Klein. I feel like they've been really kind of gone up. I'm not even sure how old they are, but man, I want to say when they first started playing open mic, they may be under 21 by then, you know.
Oh, when Devin started out.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps.
But he's got a band. They have a band called Cheap Emotion,
Okay.
and
Does Devin wear a hat sometimes?
they're awesome.
Yes.
Am I thinking of the
Are
right?
you sure? I actually do
like,
think I've
like
heard of that.
Beanie, like
Oh, Beanie. Okay, no. I saw over at Stash, their open mic set.
Okay.
They're but I saw somebody there. I don't know. I don't remember what his name was, but I just
Yeah.
was thinking maybe it was somebody who was up
Well,
on stage.
well, just recently, there's a person that plays my open mic. His name is Julian, and he started. I think you met him.
I've
and-
talked to Julian. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Julian's
when we first, obviously we didn't have open mic for the pandemic.
Okay.
Bars were closed or whatever. So when I had my first open mic back, it was probably over a year when we had an open mic again. But they came in and they just started learning how to play banjo.
Okay.
And this is probably, we're talking like 7-8 months now, and just to see them from the 7-8 months,
Yeah.
their progression from playing banjo to how they're playing banjo now is incredible.
Now he was actually supposed to be here tonight, and it actually worked out great that you were available.
Where the hell's Julian?
He
He's not
said
coming?
he said because you were going to be here, he didn't want to.
Really?
No, I'm
I
starting.
just saw
starting
him
a
at the
podcast
last
for.
open mic. Yeah,
It's kind
right.
of my thing.
Yeah.
That's
Your
okay.
thing.
I
No. He his job had free tickets to what big show's on tonight?
Slipknot.
yes.
Yeah. Free tickets to Slipknot.
Okay. Cypress Hill too.
You kidding me?
No, what job? You should get his job.
You know where he works?
I do.
Yeah.
Where does he?
I ask people questions.
No. Hold on. That job gave him tickets to Slipknot. Do
He
you
has
know where
he has two jobs.
Oh, that the other job gave
What's
him.
the other job?
Children's
The
museum.
free ticket factory.
I don't think the Children's Museum is buying Slipknot tickets.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What's his other job? Do you remember?
I know. I don't remember. I
would
only
have to look
remember
it up.
Children's Museum.
Did
Okay.
you know that he worked at the Children's Museum?
I didn't know he worked at all.
Now Joe didn't even.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
I don't even know who this person is.
that man's lazy. That's why. He
I mean,
plays
I know
banjo.
he I mean, I'm sure I figured he had a way to make money. Like I'm not saying he's like
yeah.
jobless.
He wasn't
but-
despondent, but
Yeah. I mean,
Now Joe didn't even know your name though before I told him.
Yeah.
it changes every time I see you.
Yeah.
What is it currently right now? It's Stutter something? Paul Stutter?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pete
long line of Stutters?
Nubros. Just now? Oh, no, I don't keep the same one any longer than after you asked me the first time. I'll have to make up a new one.
So what's your current name?
Pete. DeBeat.
Pete to Pete.
Did I ruin your
Pete DeBeat.
scheme by telling Joe your real name?
No, it doesn't matter to me.
I forgot it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not even a
Already?
name. It doesn't. What's in a name?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. For real though, you forgot it. Okay.
Yeah.
It is in our text conversation.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Three. It has 3 letters.
you can see my idea.
Adam's
if you
the
want.
odd one out with 4 letters. Show off.
Well, technically, it's 3 different letters. One of them's used twice.
It's a really good point, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
He's on it.
Did you have any say in your name, or was it just?
I say Adam. That's pretty standard.
I feel like
Does have say in his name.
I think if anybody had to say their name, you'd have to wait till they were able to talk.
yeah. And then
Sure.
how early do you wait? Like if they're 1, they go "Gah." Is that
And
their
you
name
just
now?
go with that first thing that comes out of your mouth.
Because my name would have been like He-Man. Like, if I was like a kid.
That'd be kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
That'd be a badass name.
Yeah, they say trust your gut. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're drinking slushies from 7-Eleven all day, I mean,
Trust your gut.
Yeah.
Or bitters and
How's your Manhattan?
yeah, it's good. It's very New York.
Yeah.
Nice.
it's
That's all
whatever.
they drink there.
So how did you two
You have
meet?
to.
What your first open mic night experience?
I don't remember.
I would say it was definitely a Sam Kenny open mic.
Okay.
Like Sam Kenny.
He did Rockies, right?
Yeah, he did Rockies, Tip Top, Monarchs Club, Putt Putts back in the day on Sundays.
I don't know that one, but I know the others.
It's down the road from Fulton Street.
Okay.
Weird place to have an open mic, but it was fun.
I heard
I
that.
was. We met at a Sam
I've
Sam
heard
Kenny.
stories of that open mic.
Yeah, that was what actually the first open mic I ever hosted was at Putt Putts because Sam asked me to guest host.
Now, is that how you got started in music though too? Just doing open
Oh
mic
yeah,
nights
yeah,
and-
definitely. Yeah, I got started. I started playing guitar about 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. I had broke up with a long-term girlfriend.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
You have drinking or guitar. Those are your 2 options.
Yeah, I sold my TV and my PlayStation.
Really?
And
What
then,
guitar did you get?
like this really shitty Fender guitar that like I didn't even have a case for it. I would just bring it loose to open mic.
There we
Bring
go.
it loose.
Yeah, I didn't even like know how to restring
need a
guitar
case.
or tune it really,
All that overrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I still barely know how to do either of those things, but
Bullshit.
yeah, it's just like just
It's
like,
not fun. No, it's not fun.
but like you have 6 strings. You got to take them off, and I
Yeah,
think at the
I'm
end
getting
of the
better
pod-
at it.
we're just gonna take all the strings off, all the guitars here.
Once it comes off, you can let your guitar
Wait a
sit for about
second.
2 weeks. You're like,
I'm
I'm
doing
not doing
that.
it now. I've
I
taken
know
them
how to
off.
string a
That's what I'm doing with that
guitar.
bike right now.
Sometimes
Strip
Adam
the whole
strings
bike
my
down.
guitar.
Wait,
I
what?
have.
Sometimes I'll ask him to string it up for me. He's
Yeah, but that's 2 extra strings than he's used to.
Right.
Adam's a bass player.
I just
by
throw them
trade.
out.
Oh,
Dude.
well. Last time I did string my guitar, I actually
Dope.
put the wrong string in, and then I had to take it out and then
yeah.
put the right one.
How
in
often do you change your strings?
when it breaks?
Okay. So I have like maybe 12-ish guitars,
Mm-hmm.
and when I used to own, you were not here and privy to this information. I used to own a music studio, but I had somebody who worked for me, and I'd be like, change the strings on this, change the string. It was so nice. It's so
Oh,
convenient.
that's. I'm
Oh, wow.
not saying I wouldn't have somebody
Yeah.
else do it.
I used to go to
that'd be great.
Firehouse and
Yeah,
have
but
them.
you have to pay like.
It's like $20.
Plus the strings.
Wait, Adam's just pissed of all the times that you change strings.
Yeah.
For free?
You know what? You try to get things
yeah.
done
$20.
like that. It's easy
Never
at a
asked.
guitar store. I'm
True.
trying to get something sewed. I went out to this sewing place just yesterday. Her name's Lisa. I go up there. I'm like, look, I need. You just do 2 lines down the middle. I cut these, patterns 5 by 5. I pinned them together, and I called around, and most of the people that I got on the phone, these alteration places around here. I already knew we couldn't speak because they couldn't speak English. I mean, barely.
No one wants to make an alteration pun.
I got nothing.
I mean, you can.
I like that was yours.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought you were at the guitar store asking them. So.
Well, I'm confused what you wanted
Well,
to get sewed.
because we're talking about labor. Like you want to pay somebody to do something you don't want to
Right.
do. I've
Okay,
had this.
okay,
I've
alright.
had this
Different
this
kind of
fabric Yeah, I've had this fabric for a long time. All I'm trying to do is find someone to put 2 sewing lines through each side so I can have diamond shapes. I'm trying to make these diamond shapes.
Are you making a quilt?
Yeah. I'm wearing the quilt, but
Do you wonder if he's joking?
I'll believe
no,
him.
that's true. And so I go to Lisa, and I see her. She's a really nice looking lady or whatever. And I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to get some. And she goes, I just don't know anyone who would do that. And I'm looking around. There's like 50 fucking sewing machines. She just actually sewed 2 lines down to show me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because I told her what I wanted it for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm making a dance suit.
Oh yeah, you got to back up 2 steps. I got to check to make sure that camera's running. It is, but I just want to double.
That one?
Yeah, but you're making a dance suit. That's
Yeah.
what I got paused on.
It's because Michigan's conservative. I think what's going on here is she knows somebody would do it for me, but she
What
doesn't.
is on the squares that she doesn't want to do?
I think it's the purpose that I want it for, because it's my public service. I get my dance suit, and I go out and I dance, and I go from city to city, and I'm in a suit. I'm in a dance suit, and I
Is this something you're actually going?
let loose. I've had this going on in my head for years now.
What is your suit gonna look like?
In fact, I was in Washington.
Do you have a picture of what your suit's gonna look like?
It's like a gesture. It's like a classic gesture suit, but more complicated. It's like a quilt,
Okay.
but I'm wearing it.
Does the quilt go over top? Like, is it a poncho?
You ever seen one of those full body suits that stretches over the entire body? The whole body's
Yeah.
anonymous.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
See, I was picturing like a suit like you're wearing right now.
No. This is like spandex.
Okay.
Like, so the whole spandex suit is. I got to buy a mannequin to sew it on, and
Yeah.
I think I got to do it by hand because.
Those mannequins can't sew worth a shit though.
No, I know they can hardly stand themselves up. The half of the problem is, and I tried to go into these stores and to buy their mannequins, they wouldn't sell them to me. I'm like, no,
Why don't you just go online and find one though?
I had to. Still, I mean,
Do you
there's
have
not
a
a
mannequin in your room? Is what
I haven't bought it yet, no. But you can't go to the stores and buy a mannequin. I mean,
But because they're not a mannequin store.
Still,
All right, wait, I want to talk about open mic night. But
sorry.
Yeah.
no, that's fine. That's interesting shit. That's crazy.
I had to
interesting
tell
shit.
you about my suit design.
I still don't understand the suit, but we'll get there.
A
We'll get there.
jester suit.
So our question for
spandex.
you, Pete,
Yeah.
Peter, Paul,
Yeah.
is: do you make up the songs on the spot?
Most of the time.
So what's your method? Like you're going to last week. Was it last week Sunday or 2 weeks ago? It was 2 weeks ago.
I just did it yesterday.
Yeah.
I played for 30 minutes.
What'd you play?
I made up the songs. I played a couple chords. I already know how to play. I already know chords. I don't really need any help with that regard. I've already written a ton. That's how I make most of my songs. I make them up. They all get made
Most
up.
songs are made up.
They just get made up right then.
That's true.
That's very true.
But to have the spot up, that was adorable. It's true.
I used to play. I used to play music on. I've played for 8 hours straight before. I mean,
Yeah.
I had to pay my electric bill one day, and I was playing downtown. It was the only few times I ever really played for 8 hours. But when I got to East Town, I put a scarf over my head. I was so distraught for having made only $5. Put a scarf over my head, changed the tuning, and just started playing. Just from the heart. And I wasn't singing or nothing. And a guy came, set $100 down. It was the only time I ever got paid $100. And in East Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I used to be in, when I lived in Santa Fe, I needed to get to Portland. I had to play every day, and so I would sing. I don't have a lot of songs, but I, know, because I've just been doing it for so long, how to. Eventually, that muscle just kind of was there. It was like,
But you've cultivated, I think, is the thing. Because I like your songs that I enjoyed, and remember Mark, who was with me that night?
Yeah.
He's like, he sounds like Neil Young. I love Neil Young. And so that was something that he heard.
I've
and
never
your
heard that before.
Yeah.
I could hear it too but it was funny is after Mark pointed it out, I could hear it. I did not hear it
Yeah.
until he said it. And I was like, I can kind of hear that structure, and his tone of voice sounds similar. But like you're writing them beforehand.
Yeah,
I mean, they're-
definitely. That's how I started. That's why I started doing open mic because, like I said, when I first started playing guitar, I didn't know how to play. Like I just like I would just like kind of strum along, and then I'd go to open mics and watch people.
Yeah.
Kind of see like how they're playing or whatever. And,
Would you watch people for a couple months? Like, how long did you?
yeah, I mean, I'd pay attention a lot. Like I would go to like 4 or 5 open mics a week.
Okay.
And so I had a goal where like literally like the first week I was playing guitar, like ever playing guitar, I had a goal where I wanted to write a song a month and then release an album after 12 months.
Did you do that?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was awesome. And then now I'm like, I feel like I still don't know what I'm doing, but it's working. Like,
That's all that matters. And then, what are you guys writing together? I know you sent me a link for your band. I clicked on it. I liked it. I didn't take a step farther.
I think that's what most people have done on that, which is
And
cool.
we
Oh, I
only
hate
have
that
one.
when that
We
happens.
only have one song.
Oh yeah, only one song on there.
Online that you can listen to.
But
so.
yeah, so me, Adam, he's been in a whole bunch of bands, and we just kind of formed this band, together with a couple other buddies. Another band member he's in. Another, I have a band called Joe. I got like a keyboardist.
A little arrogant, but I
Joe,
mean-
yeah. Well, I'm not really good at naming things.
Joe-
Well,
What?
so we actually started this group backing him up, playing the songs, like the songs you've probably heard at open mic, songs that he's played with the Joe group, which was more like really strings and keys and horns and things like that.
Okay.
But we started backing him up like as a rock band, guitar, bass, drums, and
Joe goes
keyboard.
electric,
And we played a couple shows that way, and then at some point we wrote a couple songs together, like
Yeah.
as a group, and then that's when we decided, well, this is a new band.
It felt
And-
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
it,
this
it
was like-
morphed into. So wait, that's the new current band.
That's the new
yeah.
current.
So
And the
band.
name
that's
is-
Heart Dreams. Yeah,
he just
Heart
dropped
Dreams.
it. He
Heart
knew.
Dreams?
mm-hmm.
It's not Joe and the Heart Dreams?
Nope.
No,
Don't start that. Don't start that between them.
Tom
okay?
Petty
No,
did.
uh,
Well, I mean, I was Tom
R.I.P.
Petty, though.
yeah. So I'm really like into this band a lot because like I feel like I'm writing the best songs I've ever written. It's nice having like not to do it alone.
Yeah,
Because
feedback.
because before it was like I did have like at one point in the Joe band I had 12 people in my band, but it was more like
What?
yeah, it's insane. But it was more like
He's gonna get that. Wait. Not.
it gets more insane than that.
yeah.
Did all 12 play at once, or did you
Yes.
have like reserves?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So like even my band at the point they didn't know who would show up.
Yeah,
So
so-
sometimes like 5 people would show up, sometimes 12. Like
Would
I
it be
would
Joe
just,
in the fives, Joe in the 12s?
it was called Joe and the West Side Orchestra.
Like-
And that so like yeah, and that was the thing where like there was like one time Eric, who's a guitar player in that band, we played at an open mic at like 1:30 in the morning, and he never played with me. He played out a couple songs, extremely talented, and I was like, hey, that sounded great. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm playing an hour set at this bar. And then I didn't even tell the band about it. I just showed up with Eric, and I was like, hey, this is Eric. He's our new guitar player. We're going to play this hour-long set, and let's do
He
this.
did great?
Yeah, he did
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, that was actually the first time I ever saw him play. Was that
Oh, really?
set?
Yeah.
And he told me afterwards, "Oh yeah, this guy's never played with us before." I was like, it blew my mind.
It always not upsets me. The jealousy aspect
Oh,
of
definitely.
like,
Yeah.
well, your ear is so good and
Right.
you know the progression
Mm-hmm.
so well that you know all those things.
There's
Yeah.
no way. Like for me, it's like I got to practice songs that I helped write intently
Yeah.
before I could play them in front of people. I couldn't just go up there and
But most of the people in that band were like all professionals. Like one played like viola for the Grand Rapids Symphony.
yeah.
You know, one guy was playing cello for like 20 years. Like
Is
they
that
were
that
just
lady
like,
who was dating that? Is that the lady who was dating the Mulligans guy?
definitely.
Right? You know,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah, totally. Yeah,
Sam, who you mentioned, who
yeah,
plays
Sam
every
Kenny, who
instrument under the
plays
sun.
like,
Who I knew from years ago. So I was in a really shitty cover band. I'm gonna cut that part. Kidding. It was a shitty cover.
Oh.
No, but it,
Cover
Cut
bands are,
yourself, you fucking suicidal bastard. And kill that band too. Are they still
band-
around to tell people that they were in a band with you?
No, they've all off themselves.
you're the last one.
Yeah, I'm the last one, and then we're doing a suicide pact tonight. Remember?
Okay.
I'll take a blood oath. I already got one with my parents to marry my sister.
Anyway,
Yeah,
which is the last song he wrote. But yeah, so I knew Sam Kenny from that mutual kind
Yeah.
of like running around.
Yeah,
which is
so-
funny that we've never met before.
so yeah, so like that band, like those, they would learn those songs. Like I would send them recordings, and they would just like, some of them would get together and do their own thing or whatever. But with Heart Dreams, it's more like it's like they're coming up with their own ideas. I'm playing off them.
Okay.
And I kind of I play less guitar in that band right now. I kind of fret me on a lot of stuff too, which is awesome because it's nice to break away from the guitar for a minute.
Yeah.
And just be able to focus
Do
on
you
vocals.
miss like I like to hide behind the guitar when I
No,
play?
I mean not really. I mean I started out playing music, singing in a band because I didn't know how to play guitar.
Yeah.
You know, so, and the reason it's funny because like that band, when I first started playing with that band, I didn't know how to play. I was trying to play guitar, but I couldn't. I gave up, and they were like, "Well, you got to do something." So I started singing in that band, and then late towards the end of that band, when I started playing guitar, I was still in that band. So I was like, "This is awesome! I'm gonna like play guitar. I'm gonna help the band out." Like so I would like go to open mics, and I was like writing songs, and then the band got like super jealous about it. They were like, you're going to all these open mics, and like they're like, you're gonna keep like the good songs for you. And I'm like, well, no, like I was kind of hoping like you would play over these songs, like I would like mention the band and everything. And finally, like, we played a show, and they were like, you can only do one or the other. And at that point,
It
I
seems
only
like
had
a big like ultimatum to be like,
Yeah.
you're doing open mic nights, you're refining your own music. I mean,
Yeah.
like again, going back to Tim, Peter, Paul.
yeah,
Like the more you play your song, the bullshit that you come up with, which is I don't mean bullshit in a bad way, but like the stuff that comes out of your head just had my jaw like
Yeah.
dropped.
same.
'Cause you're just coming up with this crazy ideas, and I know you're doing it on the spot.
I've written most of it out already.
Oh well, then it doesn't count. Take my compliment.
No.
No, it's gone. The compliment is gone.
All right.
It's refunded.
Oh, trust me, you can't
But
get
yeah,
those words
that band
back.
was like, they got super weird about it,
Yeah.
and it was like, and at that
That was
point,
before you, then, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's long before we met.
Yeah, and at that point, I only had 2 songs. And like, so I was like at that point, I was like, man, I don't even know if I could write another song. Like, fucking, I don't know how to play guitar or nothing. I'm making all this up. So I just went with my gut, and I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
We're done. And I don't even talk to those people. I was like friends with these people for like 10, 15 years. Like they're like my brothers.
Yeah.
So it was like weird to know that like me kind of going through this like weird middle of crisis thing, trying to play guitar, get over this like change in my life.
What do you mean,
that would
midlife?
affect?
Midlife.
Well, and remember his girlfriend. I forgot the girlfriend thing.
Yeah, we
Right.
dated for 11
That's
years.
why it started.
Yeah,
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah, I used to have a girlfriend too. I didn't realize when that relationship ended that what I really loved was smoking. I didn't give a shit about her. Once she was gone, I needed a fucking cigarette.
I mean, I feel like when I broke with my girlfriend, I probably smoked more.
Oh,
You know?
I mean, there's some diminishing returns to pleasure, but I'm not gonna let her
Yeah.
ruin my life for that. I'll do it myself.
But like people
Yeah,
like Adam and
with
like other
cigarettes.
people I meet, they're so like they want you to do other things and
Yeah.
like grow as an artist. So it's so nice being around.
Well,
people
sharpening the
like that.
sword in my mind. Like the more you play with other people, it's gonna
Yeah,
make you're gonna come up with
definitely.
better ideas. It'd be like being upset, like, oh, you only practice 4 hours. We expect you to practice 6. That
Yeah.
reverse that, but you
They
know
were
what
like,
I'm
oh,
saying.
you're
That's
getting-
the thing. Is it's like the opposite, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like you seem like you're working.
don't
you're
get
working a
stage
little too
time.
hard.
No,
on
the
this,
guitar
right?
player.
experience.
The
Yeah.
guitar player. One day he told me when I showed him the song, he was like, "Yeah, it's better than I thought it would be, but like I play guitar, so
Yeah,
stay in your lane," kind of thing.
I
so
feel
weird.
like egos are the biggest issue with musicians.
Yeah, and that was a
Sure,
band
yeah.
too. It was weird because they never wanted to play. Like we would practice so many times. Like I'd get people like hit me up like, "Hey, can you like?" People offer me like multiple shows, and then
Yeah.
he'd be like, "We're not ready." Well, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And like I've played the most shows ever. I'm glad that happened because it put a big chip on my shoulder, and like I knew they really liked like 88.1, like YCE. So I was like, I'm gonna fucking be on that station all the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna yeah, and I was.
You
Hey,
did.
that chip on your shoulder?
They hear me, yeah.
Don't turn it in for cash. They can't text it.
Yeah, totally.
So when did you start playing open mic nights?
I don't remember. I just started. I don't know, man. Like, whenever.
So, but you said Portland. Where else have you lived?
Yeah, I was in St. John's up there. Went to the open mic scene and ended up doing music is offers you priceless resources. It's a currency in its own sense, and I started living with 2 guys up there. That's just one instance of a successful open mic experience for me. I met people. I lived with them. They're great songwriters. And I got to spend a lot of time with them. And Kent and Jesse. Jesse doesn't play anymore
Why?
at all. And this is somebody who, according to a few of the people that I met there, was the best songwriter in Portland. Why doesn't he play anymore?
He just saw you play it one time.
No,
It wasn't.
he's better than me.
And he just said, I can't.
No,
can't compete.
he
He can't
didn't.
compete.
Yeah, he didn't need to compete with me. I don't know, man. He wrote some of the, like, he's got that, like, Robert Johnson style, like, Americana blues, like, really dark. But his lyrics, too, are just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I started playing. Not the first time I ever did an open mic, forget that. The first time I ever did karaoke was at the Village Inn Pizza on 44th.
Nice.
And now the only songs that I knew by heart were
The band Heart.
No, were Limp Bizkit songs. Or were you gonna say the band? Also another band that.
No, because I got distracted by what he was saying. It was funny too.
Yeah. Well,
We can't do all the heavy lifting.
wait, is Heart? Which one's Heart? That's a band. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I forgot. I
Is
didn't.
it Barracuda?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barracuda.
Oh
They had,
yeah.
like, at least 4 hits.
Yeah, definitely.
And I did.
So you did Limp Bizkit?
Magic
No.
Man.
I only
You
knew.
knew Limp
I
Bizkit.
only knew Limp Bizkit, couple Nelly songs, and Eminem,
Okay.
and a couple of Cradle of Filth songs, whatever.
Oh, nice. They're
Um,
playing tomorrow on Flint.
Are they? Who?
Cradle Phil?
Bullshit.
No, serious.
Dope. Oh, that's dude. They came out with a new fucking album. Existence is Futile. Did you
I like
hear
that
it?
band. No, I haven't. But
Dude,
I do
it's
like- I enjoy
dope.
that band.
It's got Damnation in a Day vibes, bro.
It sounds like
Yeah.
something you would like.
So, what song did you do at this?
I did fucking Eminem.
Karaoke.
I did Eminem.
What song?
2 trailer park girls go round the outside,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I did it at like 13 years old, and my dad was the only one there. And I don't remember what happened, but we didn't really talk about it afterwards. And I knew all the cuss words. I knew every part of it.
Yeah.
And I did it all right there. And I think I embarrassed my dad so badly that night. And there has been some embarrassment in my life that was, scarring. That's scarred, left some wounds. But you got to bomb. Sometimes you got to bomb.
Yeah.
For sure. I think
Yeah,
you got to
definitely.
bomb a lot, and that's how you get good.
Yeah. Oh, can we swear?
Oh, I've
Yeah,
bombed.
Fuck no. Dude, we all have our. We all are.
I know I have already a few times, and I
We're
felt
gonna
really,
scrap this whole thing.
felt really.
Oh, we're gonna have to push the lead.
I felt
mean, you
really
already said
guilty about
7
it for a
things that we
minute. I
can't.
was like-
No, don't feel guilty.
Hold on, I didn't. When I came in here, I thought I was ready to start it off with the Andrew Dice Clay. So I got my tongue in a girl's asshole. Oh my god! And he's like, the next part. It was. What do you want? We were in line at the bank. Guy behind me comes up to me. He says, "Is this the back of the line?" No, you idiot. What do you think? It's the line in reverse.
Classic Dice Man.
I don't know, dude. Dude, that guy's so fucking good. He's crazy.
Are you talking about yourself? Maybe not the compliment of so fucking good. You're good.
Don't you want to know what's in the bag?
Oh, there's more.
No.
I thought it was just
Whatever I
Manhattan
could
stuff.
fit
More
in there from the
Manhattans?
vault.
Yeah,
And I
well,
got
let's take a 5-second pause. We'll leave the camera recording. You want to show us what is it? Show and tell now.
some replacement uteruses for some of the ladies in the area.
What are you saying?
Well, no, because they're given. Some people need more babies than others, and they need a changing uterus. You've got to get a replacement.
What's in the bag?
Uteruses and money from the bank.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, so a man's got to make a living.
Let's talk about the open mic. I'm gonna keep on every once in a while steering
Yeah,
the
yeah,
conversation back, which is fine. It was banter. We can swear, and the banter's fine because it's really what it's
Hey,
about.
hold on, let me tell this joke real quick.
No.
Look, we had to. Look, my
No, because I
dad.
just gave you license to swear, and you're gonna take it 3 steps farther.
Yeah.
What open mic nights have you been kicked out of? We want to know.
I've never been kicked out of any open mic night.
How many have you been asked to leave?
None. I've never
I could
been
have
kicked.
swore you told me.
No, I've never
Well, he
been asked to leave.
doesn't always tell his
anywhere.
name either. Wait, what?
I've never been kicked out of any open mic. That's all. I've never been kicked out of any open mic. That's all. I've never been kicked out of any open mic. That's all myth. You guys are. It's all fable. You guys are adding on. You guys are being creative
Okay.
with me. By all means, I'll take that character on. Many.
No,
Too many.
No.
So you're welcome everywhere.
So if we start inviting you daily, we'll find
Yeah.
out which one you are not invited
Right.
to.
Because I feel like
I don't go to them anymore. It's never been about open mics.
I don't care
for
that
me.
you've been kicked out, by the way.
No, it's never been I've
I'm not going to judge you.
I've only been kicked out of Pyramid Scheme and Log Cabin, not for open mic situations.
Got you. What for?
Log Cabin, because the fucking cook is an asshole, mostly, and he hates my guts. The first night I was there, I did a duet on stage with the bartender. Oh, Disney, Beauty and the Beast.
Why was music? What was it? Karaoke?
Yeah, it was karaoke. Me and the bartender did
And that went well.
Oh yeah, no, she was cool. She used to be a teacher. Her sister started working there. She used to be a teacher too. They were both smart people, too smart for the bar. Not
Yeah.
that bar. They used to have bikinis in that place. The ladies used to wear bikinis, but she made mad crazy money.
Yeah.
She just quit.
So for some reason, the cook kicked you out.
Well, I just
You don't
came
have to-
back. I just got really wasted and started just fucking around. Honestly, I wanted to get kicked out because I was done drinking. It's my local bar. I hate it. I hate all the people there. I hate staff. I don't like the customers. They're assholes. Fuck them. I'll go
Why
to
is it
another
your-
bar.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't for a while because I'd have to walk like 20 more feet. I mean, we're in Michigan, so
Yeah.
well, the next bar was still too far for me. And so yeah, the other one was Pyramid Scheme. That night was horrible.
What happened?
That
You
was
were seeing
miserable.
a band.
I spent $1,000 on crack cocaine. I ended up in government housing.
For how long?
I don't know, a long time. Smoking crack with this lady named Jackie and a couple other folks, but I got taken advantage of. Probably only smoked $50 worth of crack that night.
Do you got? Are you telling the truth?
Huh? Look, man, whether or not this happened or not, it's up to you to determine. All I knew is when I went home and looked at that credit card information on my bank account, I cried. I've never cried over money before, but I did. Except that time.
Would you have been happy if you would have smoked $1,000 worth of crack?
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I would have. I probably would have been more happy. I got taken advantage of. I get very generous when I'm blackout drunk, is what I learned.
Well, have a water.
When I get blackout drunk, I get very generous, and you can take advantage of me.
Adam,
I'm not coming up with any ideas here.
I can't believe the crack dealer takes credit cards.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I can't believe a crack dealer would take advantage of somebody.
Oh, no, no, no. I
those
went.
swipe things on the phone.
No, they don't.
It's true. Everybody's got them now.
Yeah, no, I went to the
The good one.
ATM. I had to take that money out. 3 intervals.
Oh,
At a
that's I
time.
mean service fees alone.
You can't take $1,000
service
out at
fees.
once.
You can't take over 500 usually.
Yeah. No. True. That's like I said, 3 intervals. Anyway, I realized, drinking really wasn't for me. Now I'm working tirelessly to get the stuff off of the shelves, get these bars closed down, and put in some strip clubs or some brothels, something there with some class.
So, Adam, do you feel the fact that a lot of open mic nights aren't geared towards bass players?
Oh.
Now, Joe actually runs an open mic night.
I've
No.
been there. I've seen it. A lot of times that mic is wide open. I think no. I mean I've seen people play bass. Either accompanying somebody, or just playing solo. It's not for me. I like to play in a group. That's that's what I do. So I wouldn't. You wouldn't find me doing it, but I've seen people do it. It's cool. I like it. I think a lot of times it is the last instrument though. Like you will see a lot of people like guitar, keyboard, some kind of horn, like you mentioned, stringed instruments and stuff. I do feel like it's like sometimes the last to the program when it comes to open mic stuff. But I don't know if there's any real reason for that.
Do you think basses have maybe been preyed upon, maybe demonized,
Yeah,
Like,
I think
It's
a
that
little
low
bit.
end.
like
Yeah,
the
a little
Jews or
bit.
the Native Americans?
I'm not really sure where like the instrument originates from, but I think it's more to do with the low end tones. I think it's difficult for people a lot of times at open mics. People are trying to carry on a conversation also while people are playing music. I don't think they should, but it happens. And I think the low end tones, it can be hard for people to concentrate, and talk over. So
Eddie Murphy liked to start his sets. They'd all come out. They'd be applauding. They'd be yelling. He'd go, "Hey, how you doing? Shut up."
in a
You could try
leather
that.
jumpsuit.
Much better than your quilt jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You should go all leather. There are a couple
Elvis
open
did.
mic night full band places.
There
but,
is,
but
yeah.
there's not like, I guess, is it starts with an F? Full.
Starts with that.
Flanagan's.
Thank you. Good job.
Oh, I know that asshole who does that one now.
They have open mic for like specifically geared towards having
band.
bands play.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just for bass players.
You got to divide.
Yeah, it is just a bass
It's great.
player.
Nobody goes.
Yeah, it's actually one guy shows up by
Yeah.
himself.
But they got a full band one.
Yeah, but I think it's Tuesday nights.
Okay.
And then Turnstiles does once a month, the last Thursday.
I never understood the concept of that. Like they play it behind you or like.
No, they just have all the gear set up for you.
Okay.
So like if you want to do your whole band, I think it's kind of a cool
you
concept.
could just roll in there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Park Theater does that
Set up.
too.
Yes.
In
Okay.
Holland.
Yeah.
You know, because
That-
like
yeah.
me and my drummer went out there and played, and they had all he brought was like his
Yeah.
snare. They had a kit,
Oh, really?
everything set up. I did have one person who used to go to open mics a lot, like in town. They moved, but they would play like Police covers and someone else, and they would just play their bass
Oh, really?
and sing. Yeah, electric
No
bass.
backing track, nothing.
Nope, direct bass in, and
And more power. I mean, like again, if you're trying to network and trying to find people and you want that experience, how else are you going to get it?
Yeah.
And that's I think the advantage of the full band stuff, like that fine line between being a musician and getting gigs.
yeah.
How do you navigate that, especially when it's
Yeah,
an
right.
instrument like bass? You can obviously, Craigslist and find somebody to hang out with, but how do you get better if you're not? How do you get that stage experience that you got?
People
Right.
use Craigslist still.
Yeah,
They do.
not
Man,
just.
I haven't been
I'm
on
on
in a
it all
while.
the time.
I gotta go back on there.
Misconnections. Trying to find that lady that
You are
we
always
locked
on it.
eyes with randomly in the street when I was walking by.
I think Facebook has mostly replaced it.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
it
Like
seems
Facebook,
like-
I see that a lot. Like
Yeah.
people looking
Looking
people.
for it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like everyone's trading one person over all the time. Like
Yeah.
you move left, and then we'll get a different guitarist, and then that
Yep.
band takes you as a guitarist.
Okay.
We're all temporary. I say that to everyone I've ever worked with. Don't get too
That's true.
comfortable. You'll be gone soon.
Yeah. That's true.
Don't worry. They don't give a fuck about you here.
Is that your orientation?
I don't know. If your boss says welcome to the family, you're
Yeah,
about to be
that's-
harassed and
that's-
probably traumatized.
Yeah. That's
Well, you never had a family before.
I've had a family before, so that's why it was funny.
I think what the water we get here from Spartan is from Jackson, Michigan, spring water. The water is called Our Family. This fucking state's beating me the hell up. If I don't go out and end up in handcuffs or something, that's why these doctors got to get ADHD medication made, for everybody. We all got to have it first of the month, our medication, ADHD. You can tell that their doctors aren't doing their job by how hard it is for these police to arrest people. They won't sit still.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Anyway, all I'm saying is the doctor's got to do something about this situation.
So
I
you
thought we were
think-
talking about water.
Yeah, they
I
gotta put
I
it-
thought there was
you
gonna
gotta
be
put
a water-
Adderall in the water.
Well, our
Water
family.
blood
Along with the
correlation,
fluoride.
as I thought. Like this doesn't even taste like my family.
Yeah, right. Jackson Spring, Michigan. Look, we're very much known for our medical magic. So, I think I'm making a suggestion. I don't know what I'm saying half the time, so I think you guys are figuring it out more and more. Maybe.
So wait, you just randomly say shit, and we have to figure out what you meant.
I mean, if we want to.
I'm trying to get.
It's like choose your own adventure.
I'm trying to make our men in blue give them a better time while they're trying to imprison
fuck
these
those guys.
criminals who obviously can't be helped, and salvation is not an option for them.
You
They
work
need.
at brands.
Well, they've gotta. They've gotta.
Is that where you work at?
Huh?
Wait,
Me?
where do you-
Hold on. So first of all,
Wait.
the Brands is an asshole. The guy who owns that place is a piece of shit.
he is.
Kitchen 76 or whatever
Well, I
on
think
the East
that's like the
Beltline.
song.
Yeah, he owns that too. Yeah.
He owns that one, and he.
Tommy?
Hold on.
Johnny Brand.
Hold on. You want to hear Hober's story? Johnny.
Yeah, yeah.
Johnny
Yeah, fuck that guy.
has a wife and a kid now.
Okay,
When he met her, she was the hostess there, and she was 17.
I believe it.
She's got 2 of his kids.
Doesn't surprise me.
At all.
He's
Yeah.
a piece of shit, and he
He's
loves
a-
cops.
He is.
Is
Yeah.
she still hostess? She's still.
Oh no, she lives in the house now. I think she
She's
must.
moved up.
I don't know if she. I don't think she ever
She didn't
cooked
live
or
in the
wanted
house
to
with
cook,
them.
but I doubt she cooks
Well,
to
no, the
this
hostess
day.
usually doesn't cook.
No, they don't
Not
give a shit
normally.
about.
I met Tommy Brand yesterday
Where?
at my work. Yeah, he handed me a pamphlet with $20 on it.
Why?
Yeah, he's out there buying votes.
But yeah, it's gotta seem like
What's
it.
he running for?
Senator.
Oh,
Right?
state.
State Senate?
Yeah, I
That's
think
the
so.
same thing, right? You call you senator.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
call him whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not voting.
not for Tommy
I've
Brand.
never voted.
Yeah.
I won't vote.
We don't even know your age.
32.
Really?
Yeah, I just had a birthday 2 days ago.
Happy
Nice.
birthday. Happy late birthday.
I was on the street with all the military veterans marching up and down the street,
Are you a military veteran?
proudly celebrating our
I saw your smile.
decimation
Yeah.
of others,
Yeah, you gave that away.
our Puritan
Yeah.
and militant. Look, there's an axis of evil. I think we learned that.
All
And
right. What is as I chop that up tomorrow in the edit? What is the rush that you're going for when you go on stage?
man,
Because something, no, like both of you, Joe's a little bit different of a beast, but like there's clearly a rush. Like you have these songs that you've spent time on, you formulated and whatnot. You, I feel like, for lack of a better term, you're getting off.
yeah, I mean, I look.
He's
I
like,
think
yeah, I
Jim
do.
Carrey
Correct.
said in his famous stand-up sketch, "An unnatural act." He said, "An orgasm is really the only thing I care about." Because my mind goes blank.
I meant get off in a more.
My mind goes blank, and then he goes, except when when you have sex with somebody and they can't stop moving, and then he goes, "The job's been done," and he goes, "I keep a brick under my pillow for those people."
It's really a Jim Carrey bit.
Yeah,
Damn.
he
He was dark in the beginning.
he goes, "I don't go to bed with them again."
Well, I feel like half the time, Peter, Johnny, or
Paul,
yeah,
Mary.
like half the time you come to my open mic, it's like a 50-50 chance you'll play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he'll sign up. Yeah, so because sometimes he'll sign up and he'll just be like, maybe he doesn't feel the room because he'll
Yeah.
just be like, I'm gonna go.
Dude,
Or-
I
Is
lost
that
it
it?
for a long time. Oh,
Sometimes.
the last few years, I
Yeah.
had a breakup. I had just had some. I had to stop, man. I don't know. I don't think most people know how many songs I've already written. I mean, I got, like I said, thousands of songs already. I just did it for so long. I mean, I proved myself in the field, and I don't have any more of myself left to give in that regard. Also, playing and being good is embarrassing. That's
I've never
been
had
said.
that problem.
Yeah, I get that. It's been said before. I'm not saying that being a good artist isn't something that you strive to do, but for me, like, also, I have friends that were really good. You keep your song, you stay in that song mindset. Like, it becomes this like pivotal point of who you were then, and you carry it with you your whole life. And how far back you have to go in the past for your glory days.
You're saying it's good or bad?
Well,
'Cause,
it's just not for me. And
Yeah.
probably because of my mindset. Unstable,
oh,
undisciplined, moving all around. I don't, I make the song and that's it. I don't play it again.
do you record? Do you record your sets ever?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I do. Wait,
I do record my
because
sets.
I feel like I'm the director. I want to direct conversations because I feel like it's a very interesting
Sorry.
point that Joe. No, you should fucking apologize for talking.
Yeah.
It's not a podcast. God damn it.
My dad used to yell at me.
Never mind. Do you think it? Are you reading the room when you go? I do want to perform. I don't want to perform.
No, I don't care about the room.
What do you care about?
Getting back to where, like, it's all the feeling that I felt when I was on the street playing. Like I said one time, somebody was like, "Well, where do you play best?" I said, "Outside." She said, "Why?" I said, "The birds don't care. It's not for the people." I met a guy downtown last night. I took him into a tin can. He's 35. First time he's ever been homeless. I felt so bad. I go, "Where the fuck's your bag and your sleeping bag and all this shit?" And he goes, "I didn't want to bring it. I didn't want anyone to think I was homeless." I go, "Who the fuck? Can you believe that somebody's homeless and insecure? This guy doesn't want to walk around with the essential things he needs to survive because he thinks people will judge him."
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck everybody. Get yourself a goddamn backpack and a sleeping bag. They're like, "Why don't you pay rent?" And I said, "It's called a 4-season sleeping bag for a reason."
Getting your money's worth.
Yeah, and I mean, who the fuck matters at that point? You know,
Right.
if you got nothing. It's like,
Exactly.
So wait, why do you then go? And I'll bring up a story of mine later. Not that you care. But like, why do you not play certain nights? You just don't feel it.
I didn't go out for a long time. I just stopped because I was pushing it. Because I started going out around the time I was going through my breakup, and I was living right down by the.
Adam, have you had a big breakup that made you pick up bass?
No, I don't think so. No.
No.
I was living over by Lookout Point, and so I would go to Rockies a lot. And that's not even happening only on the weekdays when they get their EDM people.
Yeah.
But I'd go there all the time, and man, I was the cart before the horse. That's all. I'd played music for so long, I didn't know how to have a job. I didn't know how to take care of myself. I would play. I mean, I was sleeping on my friends' couches and shit. And I was just mastering my trade, which was music. And why? Because, my dad went to go see System of a Down a day after 9/11. Fucking weird.
Why?
Well, because it's fucking crazy, and because they were playing after 9/11. But that aside, my grandfather was a bass player. The reason why I play music has probably to do with I was steeped in the tradition somehow.
Yeah.
My dad and my mom, they're not musicians, though.
But it skipped a generation. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, sure.
same for you or not? Family?
No, I mean, my mom, she sang all the time. And she's a big reason I do sing. She was always, she sang and it was like embarrassing. Like,
oh, really?
Friends, she's got rollers in her hair. And,
Oh, I love it when my mom would embarrass me.
Yeah, yeah,
Would she go out of her way to do that to you?
I don't think she did. I think it was just who she was.
Yeah, she just wanted to sing. And
Yeah, and she didn't care who was in the car. She used to always tell us that she didn't have kids. That's one thing she would like to, pursue.
Gotcha.
I think
She had
my
5
mom.
kids, so.
Oh, you know what? My mom would only sing when she was embarrassing me.
Okay.
And she said we ruined her comedy career by being born.
No.
So that's where that comes from.
Probably.
And then my dad, I think he played a little guitar, But I don't. Me and my dad, we don't. That's like, I don't talk to my dad.
I wanted to make that joke, but like I was like, I already made.
What are you gonna
I made a
say?
terrible joke earlier.
No.
You know what it was?
Oh, about dads?
No, that's a different joke. A little guitar. You played a little guitar. Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't funny the first time, but when somebody calls back to a joke that nobody else heard,
yeah.
that's fucking funny.
He did. He played a little guitar,
He just couldn't get a regular size one.
But my dad, I don't think he was passionate about music.
Yeah. Do you? I thought about this the other day. Like, I feel like a kid yet, which is not. I'm 39. Thank you for asking. But like my parents at 39 were like, "Hey, let's get this scale down. Let's learn this guitar part." Now I get it. I do music for a living, kind of.
Okay.
But it's just like I watch South Park yet. I'm watching cartoons. I'm 39.
Yeah.
You already like Primus. Bam.
That's where Julian was 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I know. They were just in town. So glad, too.
Um,
But yeah, they did the opening scene for that music.
yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you know that. And I'm sure you played games, too, right?
I do.
No, I don't like video
know.
games that much.
I just realized that was him.
It blew my mind when I first found out. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
I've been working my way through all South Park seasons. I'm on season
Okay.
17 right now.
Okay.
So I've accomplished stuff in my life.
Holy shit.
But it's just interesting to see the correlation between really.
No, I didn't. No, I know, like that one, I know, I don't even have anything to say to that. I thought it was funny. I don't know.
Okay.
Guy watches South Park. I don't know.
It's a good show. It's a classic.
I got a lot of friends that watch
Classic.
it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're taking a shot at TV viewers. Because you yourself are.
Yeah. What I know, right?
Yeah, and at least you're keeping yourself in check. I like it when a guy is willing to take one on the chin from his own fist.
Chip.
You know?
I remember doing. Moving on. I remember doing open mic night about 2 years. Are you cracking up? I love how you do that to yourself, but you don't do that on stage.
No.
No, which I think is interesting. But like 2 years ago, I was doing open mic night, and I like Petty a lot, which we already called out.
Oh,
You made a joke.
I love Petty.
Don't be. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a bad joke. But I was like playing 3 Petty tunes, mostly for myself, and nobody gave a fuck in the bar, which is totally fine. But I'm just like, why am I doing this right now? It's not
Yeah.
serving me.
Well, I think sometimes you just gotta play for yourself. Like I had somebody come to my open mic, and he's he plays some song, he plays covers, he just plays whatever, but when he was loading out, he told me that he said, "Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching my set." And he kind of like broke down because he said he was at a bar the previous night, and he said he played, and he said nobody cared.
Was it Turnstiles?
Yep.
Yeah,
and he said nobody cared, and it really bothered him, and to the point where he got emotional about it. And I kind of just told him, I was like, well, I'm always gonna listen. Like, I like your music, whatever. But I kind of just told him, like, don't think about that. Play for yourself, because I've seen that so many times. Even when I'm playing, like, like people are talking or whatever, and that's fine.
Bastards.
Well, I take that as a
Now
challenge.
I'm feeling bad
sometimes.
because I was talking during his set.
I think
I
that-
talk.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Adam's done
challenge
it.
to like challenge yourself to like make people pay attention.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, if you ever want to go to Turnstiles and play together, I was like, we'll make them listen.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
You
you
know?
can make them listen.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's
but
where.
it doesn't matter.
It does. I guess that's the hard part, right? It doesn't matter, but you want to matter.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, I think we all want to be.
Yeah.
We're not all like driven like you are.
I think the best songs I've ever
Oh,
written.
I mean that as a compliment.
no, I said in that song you were there for. Let me be heard. Let me be
Yeah,
known.
you have to.
That was one of my lines.
I wasn't listening.
Well, I know.
I'm kidding, but I wasn't listening.
It's okay. No, I want to be heard. I want to be known. Good things don't always come through. What's that song off of? Into the Great Wide Open. Look at me, mama. I'm making some noise.
That's actually making some noise. Off that album. Tom Petty song.
I mean, it's it's great, but
never
also look at what did Jackson Browne say in was the second song off of Everyman. He said, "Here we stand, and without speaking, below the morning sun." It's like when in my early life, I didn't have a personality. I'd never talked.
I fucking find that hard to believe.
I didn't have a personality at all. I never talked because I moved around so much. So I think it's that kind of we have a sun and a moon. Like there's a certain need to. I sang because I couldn't explain myself to anybody, and then I got to a point where I realized, how the fuck is a guy singing bad at communication? I was really bad at communication. I couldn't communicate.
Yeah.
I mean, in like super long, rants to girls I wanted, to.
Do you guys see the correlation between? I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
about you. Would have picked a different instrument if you wanted to impress girls, but
Yeah, I mean, I came to bass the traditional way, which is, the band already had 2 guitar players.
yeah,
So
that is the tradition.
Right. Yeah.
you're not like a devout. I want to play bass. It's like, you guys have 2. Okay, I'll play.
Right. I love it now, but I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
But it was definitely out of necessity at first. Like, well, somebody's got to do it. And
I love bass though. Bass
I
is
do.
awesome.
I do too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now I
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Yeah,
But
you're
it
really
didn't
good at
start
it.
that way.
Yeah,
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, I've always interesting when I meet somebody who's a stringed instrument person. They're like, "What do you play?" I go, "Well, ukulele, guitar, bass," and I'm like, "Okay, you're
Yeah.
right." Banjo.
Yeah. But I see and I do take issue with that sometimes because a lot of guitar players assume they also play bass because they play an instrument that has the 4 strings on it.
Yeah.
Right.
And they can, technically with some
But
proficiency
plain bass
play
versus,
notes.
like-
I
Right.
mean, if you're a metal,
Right.
if you're in a metal band, you probably have a better understanding of following the drums with your guitar,
Right.
somewhat.
Yeah.
Not in other bands,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's.
I feel like the hardest 2 instruments to play well are bass and drums. There's a lot of
for sure.
drummers out there that think they're drummers, but they
Yeah.
either play something way too complicated that is too busy for the song, or they play
Right.
something too simple because they
Yeah.
never really learn the
I
skill.
think those
And I think
instruments
same
are
with bass, too.
Vital for a band. You need a really
for
good
sure.
drummer and a bass player to have a good band.
I don't know who said the same, but it's like a shitty drummer can make a good band sound shitty, and a good drummer can make a good band sound
Yeah.
great.